Evening,
Loud and
guys.
clear.
Yeah, it's been a while, yo, since last year. Yeah, Magalana said a mouthful actually when he was starting, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time repeating the same things that he said. But I had some questions, and then I wanted, like, what I usually ask myself is, what went wrong, guys? What happened? Remember, we are the first line after the youth of 1976. What is the difference between South Africans now and South Africans then? What happened? For me, it seems as if, Bongs and Mangalani, for me, you were both correct. You're both correct. And it's time when South Africans, both men and women, sit down and decide and take responsibility and say, you know what? Here we messed up. Here we messed up. I can agree with Mangalani. I'm always here on Twitter saying put South Africans first. I even went to Pretoria when we went to union buildings and everything. Most people who are taking put South African first people are South African men. That's one thing you need to recognize. We need to look at. A South African man. Just yesterday, I was attacked by another guy. By the way he was talking, I can tell that this one is from Soshanguve, is from Pretoria. And he made some remarks saying, yeah, lenana le le ba bannyane nako ela ka ntho ela ka match ela ile ne re sa le bone re bona maeba. And then I was asking myself, is this guy hearing himself? This is not a game. We are not playing here. This is a serious issue. So I wanted us guys to like look at the mirror and then ask ourselves, what are we actually fighting for? And what are we willing to sacrifice to get there? Because either way, we are not the same. We don't react the same. Remember, when a person is hungry, you can't reason with a hungry person. And another thing, I had an experience. I think it was in 2007, a year after my matric. You know, foreigners, they know to get into South Africa, we're going to use South African women. I registered to a college. I remember it was in 2007. And it was actually a fly by night. Luckily, I noticed on the first day. You know who recruited us? South African women. Not a foreigner or anything. It was a South African woman until I went to class, and then I started noticing all the teachers there, they were foreigners. Immediately on lunch, I went to the internet cafe. I checked their licenses. I noticed that these guys are not actually registered. I went back and told all the other students that this thing is a fly by night, and we left. So these are the things that we need to teach the kids that are coming behind us. These guys are destroying South African men. If you look at who's taking drugs, it's South African boys. Their kids are not taking drugs. It's us. We are actually slowly becoming extinct in our own country. So we need to be careful. And you know, when we're talking to the young ones, don't just talk to them, show them. Each and every weekend we say, yeah, put South African first, put South African first. But what are you showing them? What are you teaching them? Instead of going to conquer and everything, take them under your wing, show them how things are done. That's how things are done. I have my little brother. I remember I've been like telling him and showing him after we went to that march, and then I made him listen to Gwena's interview. You know what he said to me when he had that interview? When that lady was interviewing Gwen and she said xenophobic, he simply said, hey, xenophobic because these people live among us. They eat our food, they use our resources and everything. So which xenophobic is she talking about? So guys, don't be silenced by people using xenophobic, self-hate and stuff like that. They're trying to silence us from, the government, the ANC and everybody. Those guys work for us. We pay them. They get mandates from us. So we are the priority. Whatever we say must go. And we're not going to ask them to put us first. We're actually not asking them. We are demanding to be put first in our own. Can you hear me? And another thing I noticed now, we have new members. Guys, welcome. The more the merrier. And to the guys that were here before, well, keep pushing. And another thing, another last part, I noticed today when I was checking the news, Sihle Zikalala was saying something about put South Africans first there, saying that we're going to get to other to companies check if they're hiring South Africans and everything like that. So actually, we need to be careful. These guys, they know that now put South Africa is a one-way ticket to getting votes in South Africa. So they're all going to adopt it. We need to be careful who you follow, who you support. You can't be caught up in the RET and what gangs and stuff. That's ANC. No matter how you look at it, they're all ANC. It's their fault that we are sitting here today. We have put South African first today here in South Africa. It's their fault. There's no better ANC. There's no bad ANC. It's just ANC. They're not fighting for us. They're fighting to have their hands on the cookie jar to steal from us. We can't have youth in South Africa fighting over old people who's going to rule young people in South Africa. Those people are old. They shouldn't be there in the first place. We need to be discussing among ourselves. We are the youth. By the age you get to 35 in South Africa and you haven't worked, you are done. But they are sitting there at the top at retirement age. And we are busy here being unemployed, being exploited, being replaced with foreigners, and we're still fighting for the same people. I mean, guys, that's disgusting. We can't be arguing on Twitter, arguing to say, yeah, we need this one on to lead us, we need this one to lead us. That's nonsense. We need to be talking about ourselves as the youth. We know our plight in South Africa. We need youth to lead youth. Those people, they should be sitting at home looking after their grandkids. We don't owe them anything. South Africans fought here in South Africa. It's the blood of South Africans that is running on this on this ground. No Zimbabwean came here and died for South Africans. No Chinese came here and died for South Africans. It was South Africans in South Africa fighting for the future of South Africans. We are the investment of this country. We should be the ones who are saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Education in South Africa is high. South Africans are teaching each other. We're supporting each other's businesses. We are the investors of this country. Right now, we're being held hostage, being told whenever you speak, you'll scare the investors. You'll scare the investors. Who's investing in China? Who's investing in America? Those people are investing in their own countries. We need to wake up, guys. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm so happy to see you. You're all fine and everything. And Mangalan, please stop taking all the points, man. Pella, you're making us speechless.